All right, so a common question that I've been getting asked a ton recently is, do I think that we need more Pinnacle energy? And honestly, yes, I do think we do need more Pinnacle energy, but I do think that they could just add more rewards to activities and make it farmable to give a chance for endgame material. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm not really scripting this video. I'm just going to go over my thoughts on the situation, how it can improve a little bit, not only for the players, but just the game in general. So obviously Pinnacle energy is not going to be removed from the game, most likely. I just can't see that happening. But even if they added more Pinnacle energy right now, we would still run into that issue of not having enough incandescent clusters and elemental fruits and other materials that we need to fully max out our characters. So rather than just increasing the Pinnacle reserves itself and like the amount of energy we get per day, which could benefit in the long run as well, it would make it so you get more loot, right? But what I would love to see is for incandescent clusters. So to fully max out a character, it costs 18 incandescent clusters. So for their weapon mastery, for their relic trait, the third one, and their relic abilities, 18 incandescent clusters. And that is just for one character. So if you want to have multiple characters fully maxed out, it is very hard to do that with how limited we are on this material. Now, you can get this material monthly with certain materials like Fortuna Dust, for example, as well as in the pack shop you have clusters and elemental fruits that were just added as well. But other than these, there's not a farm for incandescent clusters. You have the Calamity Ops. They did just add the Morgan's Prey event, which you get 4 of them. But what I think they could do is make it so from Calamity Ops, you at least have a chance to get incandescent clusters. That way, when you do your Calamity Ops attempts, you get 6 attempts at this on Monday reset, and then you get 1 each day throughout the week. So that's just multiple attempts to get incandescent clusters. People are usually grinding the Calamity Ops anyway, so just to have a chance to get incandescent clusters to drop from this, I think would be nice. I also think that they could add them to Grandmaster activities as well, rather than just having the metastable cores. I think we should be able to get at least 1 incandescent cluster just from the challenge chest rewards. They could also maybe add it in the Pinnacle, in the basic rewards as a chance. I just think that if they were to add elemental fruits as well, right, to Singularity Chaos as a chance, just like artifacts are, rather than it being required to spend Pinnacle energy, I think that would just make the game, a lot more fun to farm as well. I would love to run Chaos, not only for artifacts, but like the chance of elemental fruits dropping. Just make that farm even more worth it. Now, same thing with exotic mods. There is no farm for this that doesn't take any currency. You have to either use Pinnacle energy, Challenger keys, or Frontline keys. I think what they could do for this as well is make the exotic mod chance drop just from the Gauntlet Onslaught activity. I think from the front lines, there should always be a chance without keys to get an exotic mod. Maybe even throw it into, like, if you do a heroic event, there is a chance for an exotic mod to drop. Because exotic mods are probably one of the biggest struggles with this game. So when I first got into this game, I didn't really know that exotic mods not only had RNG to get one to drop, but you also need to get a perk to drop that goes with the weapon that you want. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, on my magazine, I have this perk upgrade that actually activates on this weapon. So this weapon will benefit from this. Instead, though, what I did is I got the exotic weapon mod for ammo, and it has a weapon perk that doesn't activate. So I don't benefit from this weapon perk on this shotgun because the perk doesn't go with it, which I did not know about. So not only do you have to get the chance to get an exotic mod to drop, but you have to hope that this exotic mod has the perk that you need for the weapon that you were going after. I would love to see maybe like an option to choose the perk that you get with an exotic mod, or just more ways to get exotic mods without spending any currency, because we are very limited on this. I get asked a ton what I think could change in the game. I'm not going to keep this video too long. These are just like little suggestions that I think the game could do to make it more worth our time, because we could get more Pinnacle energy. It could be uncapped. It could like refresh during the day, whatever people want to do with Pinnacle energy. But that's still not going to fix the issue with incandescent clusters and like all these other endgame materials that there is no farm for all the time. I think there needs to be a farm all the time for these. I don't need like 5 of them every day. It just would be nice to know that if I'm running Calamity Ops, there's always a chance for one of these to drop. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on this. I try not to keep this video too long. It's also, it could be all over the place because it's not scripted. But if you do like Destiny Rising content that usually is short and right to the point, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below how you think Destiny Rising could improve in terms of endgame loot. Do you think we just need more Pinnacle energy? Do you think the points that I made about the endgame materials being farmable like exotic mods and everything else makes sense? I'm curious what everyone thinks. I'll see you on the next one. Oppers.